MSTY had a nice pop today, got above $21. Is it going to stay there or not? Let's take a look. Hello my friends, this is Legend. MSTY had a nice pop today, so I had to talk about it. So let's go ahead and slide right over to the Webull chart and check it out. Alright, so here we are on the Webull chart, and as you can see, we had a nice green pop today. It got as high as $21.51. It did get as low as $19.87. And it closed at $21.42. I know yesterday I had mentioned that it did drop below that 10 on the RSI 2. And man, I wish I would have caught that and bought a couple shares at that time. But it was just too late and the order wouldn't go through for me. I was trying to get it overnight. And after that didn't go through, it canceled. And I did not have one open for the morning. And in the morning time is when it actually got as low as that 1987. And that would have went through with my $20 limit order. But like I said, I just didn't set it. So hate that. But I'm sure I'll get another chance at some point. So anyway, MSTY had a nice pop today, didn't it? It got a green candle here. We got a nice turn up on the RSI 2. And the RSI 14 is turned up a little bit. We got the 14 setting at 47.49. So it is just under about neutral, but it's not oversold and it's not overbought. So it's really just kind of right there in the middle. Could still go either way. And if you look here on this MACD, not too crazy about the fact that that momentum here is still dropping. As you can see here, this number right here that I'm pointing at, this number will change when I hover over these candles or these bars here. And as you can see, yesterday's was around 0.22 and today it's at 0.20. So the momentum is going down even though it had a nice pop. So I'm hoping that this momentum can start picking back up and carry this upward movement on up and see if we can retest that previous top right here at that roughly $23.42. But we'll see how that goes. But like I said, I really wish that momentum was a little bit higher than yesterday's. That would give me a little bit more surety that maybe this trend upward is going to continue, because it will definitely need some momentum in order to break that resistance. If not, we may be testing that support again. So let's just take a quick look at MSTR while we're here. It'll look pretty close to the same. And as you can see here, nice green pop up. Momentum is dropping. So not a big positive move there, even though the price did go up. So this could end up turning around and going back down if we don't get the momentum and if the sellers step in. But we'll see. Let's go ahead and look at a couple indicators while we're here on MSTR. And before I do that, let's switch it over to the adjusted chart. All right, so I'm going to click that and go to adjusted, and here we are. So now we're on the adjusted chart and we can throw in some indicators here. All right, so I turned on the EMAs. And as you can see, there's that 60 EMA right here. We are knocking on its door right there. We need to really break that. With that momentum dropping, I don't know if it's got enough momentum to break through it. I hope so. I hope we can get more momentum tomorrow and start getting a big green candle on the MACD down here to show that we're getting more movement on the upside, and then hopefully we can break that 60 EMA and start getting up here and retest that high right here, which is the latest support line. It's good that it's above that 200. We definitely want it to stay above that. And let's just go ahead and check out the Bollinger Band just for fun. So we'll turn the EMA off and turn the Bollinger Band on. And as you can see, we are just above the mid on the Bollinger Band. So that's good. We needed to get up here though. We needed to break that 60 EMA, and then we need to get up here and start chipping away at that resistance line so that we can break on through. That's the ultimate goal there. We can also check out the volume. So we'll turn the Bollinger Band off and turn the volume profile on. And this is pretty interesting here. We got a lot of volume right here where we're at, and we've got a lot of volume up here, right? So the question is will it stay right in this area, in this high volume area, or can we get up here? There might be sellers sitting up in here because that is that resistance line. So we know there's sellers up here that'll push it right back down. And if so, then we might end up back down in this same area, kind of hanging out. And this is the moving average, and it looks pretty close to about the same here. We did break above that MA20, moving average 20. We did touch that 5, so I'm kind of hoping we can continue that on up. But again, I think the one thing you got to stay concerned with and keep your eye on is this momentum on the MACD. It is dropping. Now the MACD itself, the line, is kind of flattening out. It's not still pointing down. You can barely see that little blue line right there. It is flattening out. So hopefully maybe we can kind of get to flatten and then start curling up. But if it starts curling down, then we're coming on back down, probably testing that 200. Now the overall market here, this is the SPY. Like I said, it had a nice pop today. The MACD for the momentum here, we've got 0.72 yesterday, 0.68. So again, it is dropping as well as far as momentum. So I don't know if I would look at this as being it's time to head on up. But like I said, it is somewhat trying to flatten out. What we want though is that to flatten out and then curl back up on that MACD blue line. If we can get that to curl back up, then we're on a roll. But if it doesn't, then we're probably going to break on down and probably retest this support line, if not breaking it. But we'll see with time. So anyway, I was pretty excited to see MSTY up today. Went up $1.09 just today, which is 5.3% on the day. So a very nice move on MSTY. I'm just really hoping that we can continue this move. Like I said, the RSIs are pointed up. The MACD is losing strength. That's the negative side. But we do have a green candle moving up, and that's a positive side. So it'll be very interesting to see what tomorrow brings. So I think I'm going to wrap it up right there. If you don't mind, please make sure to subscribe and like this video. It would be much appreciated. And as always, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence before you get into any stock plays. And until next time, legend out.